Okay, so let's start quickly. So today I am going to cover a topic that is gateway. So what is gateways? Basically, I will go through a simple example. This is your user, and if it is going to connect to your application, so then it will type that name www.google.com. That will be redirected through the R53. But here, when it will reach to the cloud, then there is a separate network, that is a VPC. So then it will reach here through passing VPC. So gateways are nothing but a entry point or door for entering inside cloud. When we say inside cloud, it means your cloud, and when I say your cloud, it is your VPC. So suppose this is your cloud platform and this is VPC. So if you are a user, you will make a request, it will reach to the internet, and once it will come here, then it might go through internet gateway, or there are other gateways also, but for your learning purpose I am just focusing on two main primary gateway which has been used mostly, we can say. So first is internet gateway. Why? Because we are using internet, so for connection to the internet, we have to use internet gateway. Any request, anything will pass through this internet gateway. That's why it is called internet gateway. So when VPC is there, so then inside VPC, traffic will come through the internet gateway. So once it is reached here, then there are multiple mechanism. We have reached subnet, what is public subnet, what is private subnet. So when our we need to host load balancer here to reach to our application. So once request is coming here for inbound traffic, then it will reach to the load balancer. So it is a entry point between the VPC and your cloud. And there is another gateway, that is a net gateway. So suppose your application is inside a private subnet. That time your application want to make outside connection. Suppose there is a DB and it want to update system or software update. That time it need to connect to the internet. So what it can do, it can reach to the net gateway. Net gateway, there is a this is a network address translation. Network address translation. So through that it will reach here to the internet. So whatever request will come, it will take the net gateway IP, that is called net IP. That is a different concept we can discuss in detail. But net gateway purpose is for making private subnet application connection to the internet, and internet gateway is for public subnet or whatever resource have public IP. So if they have public IP, or we can say internet IP, which is uniquely available over the internet, and it should be unique, so that time they will connect to this resource and then they can go ahead for the traffic. So this is the concept about internet gateway. And so when we say internet gateway, that is a connection between virtual server of public subnet. I told you already. and VPC external service. So basically it is performing NAT on an instance where public IP address has been assigned. So what it used to do, it performed NAT, but I think it is not for your syllabus, but NAT is basically network address translation. And what it used to do, it used to change the IP for the public address, but here NAT will be performed on public IP of that resource. And this is also controlling the traffic via connection to a firewall. Now take a live example. Suppose this is my instance and as of now it is in stop state, so it does not have public IP. So if I will start it, let's start it and let's take a VPC, looks on the VPC. So if I click on AWS, taking time, no issue. Okay, it is also taking time. Let's see how we can do that. Okay, internet is a bit slow here. So so see, now this instance is launched. So it is having public IP address which is available over the internet, and it is inside a VPC and a subnet. I told you that everything will be hosted inside a VPC and a subnet. So let's go to the VPC. So this is the IP address where it is hosted. So if I will run it, I can show you the things. Okay, not a big issue. Yeah, so let's load the VPC. Yeah, it is taking time. Yeah, see, this is my VPC. What is VPC IP or VPC address? This one, DF0F. So it is still loading. So let's do one thing. I will just show you the live example by running an application. So if this is my server, all I need to do is I'm using only HTTP protocol. So this application will be publicly available. So it is over the internet, I can see that. And here VPC is still loading, but you can see VPC is having internet gateway here. So through internet gateway we can see the entry inside that. So yeah, see, this is the website, it has been loaded. So and it is publicly available with this IP address, and this IP address is not directly connectable, it is coming through the internet gateway. How that is coming? So let's see once it is loaded, taking time. So you can see that this is a VPC, this is a subnet, and inside that we have internet gateway that is attached to this VPC. So looks like bit longer time it is taking, but yeah, net gateway is also there, endpoint service. So all these are networking services. Carrier gateway, DHCP option, elastic IP is nothing but static IP. So this public IP is changing every time I will restart my system. But if you want a permanent IP, then you can go here and you can choose that elastic IP, and it will be static every time whenever you request new server, or sorry, not new server, you will restart your server, that IP will be associated with it. And so still it is not loading, so let's try again. Yeah. Yeah, so this is our VPC. If I click on this, inside that resource map, I can see subnet, then route table. We will discuss about this, but this is the internet gateway. This is our internet gateway. Through that, everything is coming. So see, that is that is a VPC full network. Inside that is small network. Inside small network, there is a route table. Once it will reach through the route table, then it will go to the internet gateway. And if I can see that, okay, so that is, this is our internet gateway. Everything, so VPC is associated with same VPC which I have shown you, F0F. So this is F0F, and this is attached to it. So that's all about internet gateway. Thank you.